You
Okay.
can do this. You can do this.
Yes. Okay. All right. Hey guys, welcome to our Monday night team call. We have two special guest speakers tonight, and I am so excited to hear from them. I am Aubrey Guerin. I'm a Diamond Ambassador with Plexus, and all that really tells you is that I have asked a lot of people to learn more about Plexus. I've had a lot of yeses, and I've had even more nos, but the yeses have been lots of fun, and I've gotten to meet lots of great people. So, speaking of lots of great people, one of the people that I met at my Jewel training, because when you get to a certain rank with the company, you go to a special training to learn how to be a professional network marketer and lead a team. And one of the people I met was Kim. And I always butcher her last name. So I'm going to let Kim go ahead and tell her story and introduce herself. So I'm going to pass it over to Kim.
Hello, hello. So my name is Kim Fote. It rhymes with boat. Maybe that'll help Aubrey. Yes, so Aubrey and I met at Jewel Training, and that was quite a few years ago. And yeah, we've stayed connected ever since. I love the connections that you make in this company because my circle has just gotten more and more inspiring, and they challenge me to do hard things, and they are the reason that I'm successful. We don't even have to be on the same team, and we help each other. So that's just kind of like what we're doing now. We all help each other because a rising tide lifts all boats. So a little bit about my story. I have been a corporate executive in the energy trading industry for my entire career. Was not looking for an opportunity, especially not a network marketing opportunity. Not that I necessarily had any opinion one way or another, but I just wasn't looking for something. I made good money. My husband and I have 4 kids. We live in a small town outside of Houston, Texas. And I really believed that I was pretty darn healthy. I didn't really, if somebody would have had a conversation with me about just improving health in general, I didn't really think that I needed supplements. But what I did start noticing was I was feeling bloated periodically, and that's not comfortable. Now, that's a mom life though, right? Like you're always tired, you're always bloated, right? Caffeine, and I'm always bloated, right? Well, so I wouldn't have thought anything of that, but some people had started, I was going to a yoga class, and somebody said something about, it's so funny because on our call, Michelle just said this last lactobacillus acidophilus, whatever you're saying. Anyway, somebody said something about that. And I was like, well, I probably need that because it's supposed to help with bloating. So I went and found a probiotic with that. Somebody also mentioned magnesium. At some point, I started taking a magnesium, and it didn't really do anything for my bloating. I didn't really feel any better. And so I didn't have this big belief, but I was like, I should take these because I hear that I should take these. So enter my friend talking about Plexus, and she seemed to think that Plexus helped with bloating. And so I was like, why not? I'll give it a try. It's probably not going to work, but I might as well give it a try because I know her, I trust her. Okay. And so when it actually worked, I was like, well, this is crazy. This is amazing. I love it. But then I started actually looking, I didn't care about ingredients or anything, but I actually started looking at what was in the things, not from an ingredient perspective so much so as into like, why does it work? And learned that our pink drink was developed for type 2 diabetics. And I was like, wait a minute. That's crazy because diabetes runs rampant on both sides of my family, and my dad's side of the family and my mom's side of the family. And I lost my dad back in 2010, heart disease, diabetes. And it's an awful, awful, awful disease, and it terrifies me. And I don't want any part of it. So when I found out that this pink drink had something to do with that, I was like, wait a minute. Okay, so this system is not only helping me with bloating, I'm actually going to the bathroom every day, whereas nobody ever told me that wasn't normal not to do that. But this is also going to help me balance my blood sugar. Okay, now I feel like I need to tell some people about it. So the first person I told was my mom. And long story short, with my mom, her health has just tremendously improved. She's actually no longer diabetic. So that's exciting. She is off of all of her medication. She's 81 years old, and she now lives with me out of fun, not out of like medical necessity or anything. So it's really, really exciting that she's able to do this all natural, all natural. And I absolutely love it because she was on multiple prescriptions beforehand. So that was really exciting. Well, I was talking to some folks that were sharing Plexus, and they were talking about like how much money they made and like all the trips that they were going on, and like they had a free car. And then I was like, wait a minute, my job sucks the life out of me. I always thought that there might be something more out there for me, but like I make a lot of money. So like, what are you actually making? And so as I started sharing, I started getting paid, and I was like, wait a minute, now I see an exit strategy. And so fast forward to, I no longer work in the corporate world. Now I completely own my own time. I do have the car from Plexus, and I just registered today for our annual trip to Hawaii that they send us on every year with my husband and I. So this opportunity is actually real. And take it from a corporate executive who never ever thought that this was actually real money. But now it is totally my mission to help other people find the same freedom, not only in their health, but also with their finances, because I was not able to be there for my first 3 kids like I can for my 4th. Like I get to do the Dance Mom Booster Club things, and I never would have had time to do that with my other kids, the cheerleader, the volleyball player, and the marching band girl. Never could do that for them, what I can do for this one. So that's my story. And the really cool thing about it is the ripple effect. So I shared with my friend Nichelle, her blood sugar levels were off the charts. I think when she was supposed to come into the doctors, they had ran tests or whatever, and they called her, said, you need somebody to drive you in now. Ooh, check that out. Because that actually should happen. Like these fireworks should go off, because they couldn't figure out why she was still standing, because her A1C at that point was like at 13. Her blood sugar readings were off the charts. And they told her she immediately needs to go on insulin, all the things. And she said, no, I'm going to do this naturally. They did have her bridge the gap there as she started Plexus, but she's doing it all naturally as well. And she had a friend who was really struggling with menopause symptoms. And that friend was like, what in the heck are you doing? And that friend is Kelly. And that friend now is going to share her story. And the only reason she's here sharing her story is because I shared with Nichelle, and Nichelle shared with Kelly. So Kelly, please share your story. I love it.
Hey, y'all. Hope everyone's doing well. So I met up with Nichelle. She and I went to grade school together. We've actually known each other for 50 years. I met up with her in Houston when I was working that territory. So I still do the crazy traveling and work and corporate crap for now because I have to. But it was interesting to meet up with Nichelle, and she told me what was going on, and I'm like, well, gosh, I am suffering from menopause, and I am like losing my crap. It's like, this is real. Like, you go to the doctor, oh, well, here's a pill, here's a cream, and I'm like, no, I want it fixed. Well, they don't tell you about gut health. So I'm like, I went to Nichelle's house, we signed up, so I took some stuff, and then I pushed it to the side because, I'm too busy. And then I saw her again, and she lost like 40 pounds. She's glowing. And I'm like, what in the heck? And she's like, I'm off all my medicine now. And I'm like, okay, we're going back to your house. Set me up. What do I need? From that day, it was October 25th. I remember it like it was yesterday. I sat down. I was consistent. I mean, I went hunting. I went on vacation. I had all of my stuff with me. I started slowly feeling better just by taking the triplex. I did the ease and the metaburn and the balance. In 3 weeks, I had energy. Girls, I was taking naps in the afternoon. Like this corporate world, I work like 80 hours a week, cover 9 states, I sell pet supplies. The shit's real. And I was like, this has got to stop. So I buckled down. I'm like, I'm 110% in it. First month, I was like, this is great. Wasn't until about the third month I started losing pounds. I dropped 55 pounds, I think. And then my husband's like, what are you doing? I'm like, you see me what I'm doing. I'm like, he is diabetic type 2. I'm like, honey, I have the stuff for you too. So after he saw all of my results, he's like, maybe it works. And I'm like, maybe you should try it. So not only am I off all my medications after 5 months, I don't take anything. I mean, I just do my triplex. I get rid of I was taking 8 different vitamins because you need the zinc, you need the fish oil, blah, blah, blah. I now take the Immune Plus. Ladies, I travel like crazy. Like 2 months ago, I was in 3 different states, 12 different airplanes, I think 4 different airports. Immune Plus is your best friend. 2 in the morning, 2 at night. People around me, oh, I have COVID. Oh, I'm coughing and sneezing. I'm like, so what? And just taking that, the Meta-X, what else do I take? An X Factor. Changed all those. My husband does the same. He is no longer high blood pressure. He has lost 40 pounds. He's no longer diabetic. And he shares in his business. We share with our friends. I travel all over, so I have my pink drink with me, and I stop people in the airport. I stop people every restaurant. I stop all my reps. And you know, I haven't been called the crazy pink lady yet, so must be doing something right. But just get out of your comfort zone. I don't have an enemy. I talk to everybody, and you know what? You don't know who is missing out on this, who is suffering. I have had so many people come up to me and go, do you know that I'm suffering blah, 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 or my mom has this? And I'm like, really? I said, you know what? Call me. I can help you through this. Just we can change everything. And you know what? My dad always said, if you're a blessing, be blessed. If you're blessed, be a blessing. And I'm like, just share it, ladies. It's been an amazing adventure, and I'm looking forward to going all the way to the top. Kim has been amazing, and all the ladies that I've met, thank you. This is a journey and a lifestyle that I don't know how I've ever lived without, but I want everybody to know how amazing you can feel, and just the networking of the awesome people that, you know, there's no drama with women. We are all here to support you 100%. We don't care where you're starting, where you're at, just keep going. We're here to just, you know, be your cheerleader the whole way. So yeah, that's my story.
I love it. Thank you for sharing. And Kim, does she know that our president also is famous for saying, if you're blessed, be a blessing? Did you
I'm
know
not sure
that?
that she knows that.
That's so fun that your dad
Yes.
does that. And our president, like literally, I have a mug that I use every day that says that from Plexus because they're quoting him. So I love it. And that's truly how we feel. We've been blessed, so we're going to bless others. And if you're listening to this call tonight and you are thinking, I think I need some of that pink stuff, then we can help you with that. Just reach out to the person that invited you to this call or the person that sent you this recording and say, hook me up. Or, you know, I have some questions. I want to know more, because I don't know about the rest of you, but and Kim and Kelly, who I called Tracy earlier on accident, but I don't know about Kim and Kelly, but I had a lot of questions. And so we're okay with questions if you have questions, but just reach out to the person that invited you to this call, and we will help you out and let you know if Plexus can help you. So we thank you for being here tonight and look forward to chatting.